Hello. Here's the little template I made. Very simple. Has two advantages, I think. For one, I can already take this piece out, which will give me a lot less to chisel after I glue them, and they will all have the same shape. Simple, put the line like that. Take your saw or a bandsaw or whatever, take this piece out, a little bit oversized, and then afterwards, when they are just like this, I glue them in. I already did it with the back. I made two incisions in the center seam here to fit this bar and this bar, and then I'll give them a certain shape. I like to make them for the back a bit pointy, but you can make it round, you can even leave them the way they are, whatever you want, whatever you think is nice. But I want the back, even though probably no one will ever look into my guitar, I want it to be perfect and I want it to all look very nice. Now remember, I made these blocks. It says 3mm, 8, 7, so these two together, that's 15, and with these I check the height, because I want them all to be 15mm high, and this one, 3, I put next to this, because I want this to be 3mm. Take my chisel and scrub it off. Okay, a bit more of a curve here. And when that's done, I take a little piece of sanding paper, 100 grit in this case, and I'll take off the sharp edges. When that's done, I'll shape the pointy back of these bars, and I'll do it with this little plane. I love instruments like this. Works beautifully, especially on this softwood. I can take off layer by layer without any problem. I'll do the same on this side. And make it here just a little bit thinner, going into a little point. And I'm trying to make this point even on all sides, so it's one straight line. Yes. Make this a little bit fluent. Okay. Take my sanding paper. Smooth it out a little bit. When I'm done on this side, I will turn it around and make this one 3mm, sand it, and then it's done. I'll take this one off. So if you can make those blocks, make them. They come in very handy. All kind of work. So this clean. turn it around, I'll clamp it, and I'll do this one. And then the back is ready. Now the way I glue is what they call a go bar. And I made a very simple one over here. As you can see, it's just on top of my workbench, and I can adjust my workbench in height. Comes in very handy. And I just clamp this piece of wood on it. I place, in this case, my top on a piece of foam where it's nice in shape, and I'll have these pieces of plywood which I clamp between this top and, in this case, the X-bar. Works perfect. I do the X-bar first, then I'm going to shape the X-bar, and after that I'm going to clamp some sidebars, let it dry, take it off, shape them, and on until everything is on it. In a way, the same way as the back. But I'm not gluing now. I could glue this back 2 days ago because the humidity was 52%. That's perfect. I only glue within 50 or 55% humidity. Not lower, not higher. And at the moment, we're living in Holland, there's a lot of wet weather over here. And as you can see, it's almost 58, 59 almost. And that's too high. I won't take the risk. I'll wait till it goes under 55, and then wait for another day so the wood can adjust, and then I'll glue. And if that doesn't work, I'll take this thing inside, because I made it that I can clamp it on this table, but I can also clamp it on my kitchen table and work in the house. And the humidity in our house is often less than here in my little shed. It's a bit more moist. So I'll be back after I glued the bracings on the top. See you then.